This is a repair attempt for a Joseph Nijhia, claim number 0548541069. We are on this insured's roof on the main dwelling, and you can see that there are several shingles missing, creased, lifted, damaged. You've got several open access points for water. This homeowner's home is leaking sporadically throughout the entire house. You can see right here in this keyway, that is an open access point for water to enter the home where this tab used to cover, where these two shingles come together. So now that this is missing, you've got open access points all through the house. This is a storm created opening. There's one. You can see where the felt paper is completely deteriorated, exposing the decking, which is the wood in the attic. So every time it rains, it's just dripping directly into his house. Also, they use staples to install these shingles, which is another form of improper installation. Another open access point here. Felt paper. You'll notice this is completely deteriorated, the felt paper, because it's just been leaking for so long, because Allstate thinks that these shingles can be repaired. If you'll notice, there's hardly any granules left on these shingles. This is the original roof that was on the home when it was built, with little to no effort. You should not be able to do this to a shingle. You can see how it's just falling apart in your hands. There's your shingle. So, this slope is not repairable. The front slope is not repairable. I mean, you freaking got wind everywhere. Look at this. Look at this power vent. It's got hail damage all over it. There's a shingle missing. There's several others that are creased. And so today we're going to be doing a repair attempt, or an attempt to repair. Another thing I like to note is this slope over here has got several shingles damaged, not only on the back but on the front as well. See that shingle there is missing right there. That shingle is lifted, torn, and ripped off from the wind. And you can take a look at this ridge cap and just see the condition of the shingles. I mean, like, how do you freaking repair that? So there's another shingle missing. So we're gonna do this repair attempt on each slope, the front slope and the back slope. And prove that it can't be repaired correctly without damaging the other shingles above it and around it. So we're gonna do that. We'll work right here. Let's do this one here. I don't want to get into too many shingles. I don't know where that shingle stops. Don't want to run into more shingles than we actually have up here. We've only got two shingles for the front and the back slope, and I'm using my shingle bar because I don't want to be too aggressive. I want to be as gentle as I can. Now I believe that the partial roof was approved, which was just this area, but nonetheless, this is still on the back slope. And so if we can't repair this, and it's the same age as this, and it's also on the back slope, it would be the same as any of it. See that shingle right there that's missing? So these are the same age. So if I can't repair this one, it means I'm not gonna be able to repair that one. I'm not gonna be able to repair that one right there. It's missing, this one, or any of these. So we're gonna try it out and see if it works. I don't think there's any on this side right here, but I haven't looked very well, to be honest. But nonetheless, where are we at? Right here. No, yeah, right here. So many shingles missing, I can't tell which one I was supposed to be trying to repair. Oops. It's okay. That's the end of it. Also, too, I don't know how you properly remove a staple without pulling through the shingle. These are stapled, which is another form of improper installation. So it's going to be very difficult to remove these shingles, because these staples are super long. That's not like a 1 1/4 inch coiled roofing nail. It's much longer, so that means we're gonna have to pick the shingle up even further to get it out. You can see there, nails are a little bit longer, but you know, you still have to lift them up pretty high. There we go. I'm just lifting these up so I can see where my staple is. Right there. So now that staple is not holding this shingle on because I had to lift it, you can see where it came out. I've got to either remove it or cover it up. The right thing to do would be to remove it. And I'll go back and put a nail in it in a minute. Material asphalt transfer to the back of this shingle from this glue strip. So now that we have removed this, this is the glue strip. It's taken chunks of asphalt and transferred it to the back of these tabs. So now whenever we go to install the new shingle is not going to adhere correctly because the glue strip was ripped off whenever we removed this shingle, just over time. So now the new shingle is not going to adhere correctly, and every time it blows, it's just going to flip back and forth until it blows off, which is another reason that it's not repairable. But we're going to go get the new shingle and put it on right here. This is a traditional 3-tab composition shingle, just like what's here now. I know that it's black, but this is just for representation. And again, I'm trying to be gentle. I'm not a surgeon. This is not a surgical procedure. This is just a roofer trying to show that these can't be repaired correctly. And that's about it. Again, we're gently lifting these so that we can get the new shingle underneath it. There's a staple sticking up right there. I need to nail that back down so the shingle will go under it. In order to do that, I have to lift this shingle up just a tad, and this shingle up just a tad. So you can see the nail, or the staple, I'm sorry. All right, that's okay. I didn't have one there, okay. There's loose staples under here because whenever I took the nail out, or the staple out, I had to loosen these up here in order for the shingle to come out, because this shingle, the old shingle, they nailed it on, and they also went to nail this one on. They nailed this shingle through the top of that shingle. And so you can't actually get your shingle bar underneath here far enough to remove those staples. And so that's why they're, as you can see, they're underneath there. And it's kind of resisting. So we're gonna have to kind of lift this up a little bit to get this under here. It's not wanting to cooperate very well because, again, these are not meant to be repaired when they reach a certain age. And I really don't want to get in here and mess it up even more than it already is. But you can see how that shingle's lifted up a little bit. And it's because the staples have actually pulled through the top of these shingles. And now they're stuck underneath those shingles. See, that one's starting to pull through as well. You can barely see it right there. Again, look, I'm using my shingle bar. I'm just trying to work this shingle underneath here. As gently as I can. There we go. This is not by any means the correct way to do this. You've still got staples that have pulled through right here that are underneath that now. But this is the way Allstate wants us to repair these. And it's not right. That's not correct. It's not the right way to do it. But, you know, I could understand if I was not wanting to pay for something. All right, so I'm gonna use my shingle bar to lift these shingles up. And we're gonna do that on all of these shingles. If this is repairable, we're gonna take the time to use our shingle bar on each one of these to be extra productive. Because that's what we do. We are very productive people. We like to take our time. And if we did this repair, if it was repairable, it would only take us about a week to repair this, if it was repairable, because of all the extra work that you have to do. And keep in mind, I'm filming. I don't have a videographer. Normally we can't afford to do that unless somebody wants to pay for us to have a videographer for these. So there's the new shingle. I need to put nails in this because I had to pull this, lift this up to get the new shingle, the old shingle out, the new shingle in it. So now we got to add new nails here. I'm gonna put my camera down just for a second. Yeah, so there's that one. And this is a little bit difficult to film while you're up here working, but we're gonna make it happen. All right, cool. All new nails. There we go. All right. That is definitely not repairable. Look at that. Just from a little bit of work we did here, we've now creased these shingles. So if you'll notice, obviously this shingle's creased. This shingle's creased. That shingle's creased. That shingle's creased right there in the center. We won't worry about that one. This one's definitely creased. So yeah, this is a separate shingle. That's one shingle. That's another shingle. Right there. And that's a shingle. So you damaged 1, 2, 3 shingles. 1, 2, 3 shingles in order to repair one shingle. So that's the back slope. Claim number 05485411069. Joseph Nijhia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Glue strip's gone. This is never going to stick back down. Glue strip's gone. Blue strip's gone. Asphalt transfer here as well, because we had to unseal these. These are never going to stick back down. Some chunks. Some chunks of asphalt right here. That might re-adhere. Blue strip's still on it with the same asphalt on the back, but nonetheless, not repairable. We're doing the roof anyway. He knows he's got to have a roof. We just want some help, want people to do the right thing. Let's do one over here on the left slope. Again, I guess this wasn't rotted decking right here. I guess this wasn't noted in the original inspection. There was wind damage on more than one facet. This is the front slope. This is the left slope over here. So you got damage on the front, left, back, and right. There's another one right there that we actually missed. See that? You got freaking wind everywhere, man. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, I almost don't want to even walk on it because I'm scared I'm going to step on a freaking shingle that's going to slide out from under me because they're all creased. But we do it anyway to help our homeowners, you know? All right, let's see here. We'll do this one right here. This seems easy. There it is. Yep. It's gonna be kind of hard getting into this valley, but we got to repair all of them anyway, right? I left my freaking shingle bar up there. Gotta have that shingle bar with these repairs. Don't want to lift the shingles too high. Let me go get it. There we go. All right. As we proceed back down to the end gable extension on the left facing slope, we are gonna do our very best to repair this shingle. Alrighty, let's see. Full shingle right here. All right. Staples. I love staples. Like, what better product could you use on a roof than this? The problem is trying to find all the staples, because you definitely don't want to lift the shingles up too high. So you got to go in here and find all the little staples. Right. Again, we're doing everything we can. Look at what's happening. It's so close to this ridge cap. Trying to get these staples out is the hard part. There's another staple way up here. Just ripped it out. Now we're missing staples out of the shingles above it. Have to come back and nail these down after they've torn through right here. Like, that's never gonna... You don't have a head on these, so once they pull through, you're kind of screwed. There's another one. We'll do that here in a minute. Let's get the new shingle on it. This is the old shingle. Love it. I love doing this. There's another staple. We gotta nail that one back down in a minute. Get this up under there. Oh, there's a staple sticking up. Imagine that. See? Oops. See that? It's preventing this from going in because it's hitting this staple right here. It pulled through the shingle, so now we're gonna have to nail that down. This is just my day-to-day life. I'm just bringing y'all along for what we have to go through on these roofs. Can't nail it down because the head would go too far down on the hammer, so we'll have to remove it. I mean, this is what we go through. There we go. Now, oh, there's a few more. Where's the other one at? Right here? Yep. Right here. It's that one that got hung on earlier. All right, let's see if we can get that one out. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. All right, now, there we go. Nice. That's what we want right there. Perfect. Perfect. Come in here and cut this valley. Normally we would, but go ahead and trim that off. California Valley. All right. You can see what's happening to these shingles already. It's just crazy. I really want to set this camera down somewhere so y'all can see what I'm actually doing. Not really much of a place to set my phone while I'm up on the roof, though, unfortunately. So, I'll just hold it. Now, we obviously want to make sure that we're using our shingle bar again to make sure that we don't lift these shingles too high. Oops. There we go. Oop. There we go. And again, it might look like I'm lifting them too high, But you have to lift them to that certain height in order to get your hammer underneath the shingle. You know what I mean? You don't want to lift them, you know, too high, but also too, we want to make sure that we're able to get the head of this hammer right here. It has to clear this in order to put it here. See? And we're just trying to repair this roof. This is how I would repair it regardless. It's the only right way to do it. You got to replace the whole shingle. You can't just replace tabs. You can't just cut tabs and replace individual tabs. That wouldn't be right. That's against the manufacturer specifications. And it's against several others. Trying to hold a phone and do this at the same time. Especially up here in this valley, it's a little bit difficult to get to it. Put one more right here. Probably picked the most difficult spot to do this, but it's okay. Didn't bring my knife up here with me. There you go. Nice and tidy. Well, I also need to put some nails up here because if you remember, I pulled the staple through it. So let's do that. All right, all done. New nails. Put the new nails up here. Now look at those. Would you just look at it? All the way down here. That would be a fail. All right. Thank you, Allstate.